Say that it seems like whenever I date a girl who isn't just a total just pothead stoner loser kind of girl, that she's always just really toxic as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, we've talked about this so many times before. I'm just cursed, dude. I don't know what it is. I am cursed. I don't know who I fucking wronged in like junior high or whenever it was, but I did something to someone. And I don't know. That's what kills. I just want to know. Like, what did I do? Like,
so no matter what you do, you just always attract the stoner pothead like loser girls.
I always attract either
just toxic as fuck.
No, it's always the same thing. It's a 3-step process, right? It's a 3-step process.
Are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording.
Okay.
We've been going for one. We've been recording for 1 minute. When I started this rant is when I hit record.
Okay. All right. Welcome to JoshCast. Y'all motherfuckers better enjoy this shit and smash the like button. All right, let's go.
All right. So it's a 3-step process that I've noticed over the years. This started in high school, because junior high relationships slap, dude. Don't even get me started.
They did.
Anyway, it's a 3-step process. Step 1, I noticed the girl and I'm like, damn, this girl kind of cute, right?
You see her off in the distance.
Yeah, you see her in class, you see her in the hall, you see her wherever, and you're like, okay, yeah, she cute. Step 2, you start talking and you get to know each other, and then
how do you get to talking to her?
Well,
it
just
walk up there?
Not really. Usually it's just like a right place at the right time thing, like working on a project together or waiting for class to start, something like that, circumstance. Okay. And so yeah, right. Step 2, you start talking, you get to know each other. Then at the end of step 2, you start dating. And then step 3 for me is when it all goes to shit. Because it's like they take off the mask and fucking Scooby-Doo for the big reveal. Like, oh, you're a stoner. You're a loser. You're toxic. It's always something.
There's years of mental trauma.
It's like
rape.
It's like you take off somebody's fucking mask and they go from being really pretty to being really fucking ugly. Like taking a wet wipe to a girl's face and getting rid of all the makeup kind of thing. Like, oh fuck. Like opening it's like opening a case on Deal or No Deal where you open up the $1 million case at the first one, you're like, God damn it.
God fucking you're in Deal or No Deal and the last 2 cases are 1 cent and $1 million, and you get fucked with 1 cent.
No, yeah, it's like the contestant at Deal or No Deal where the $1 million case is still in play the whole damn game, and they're like, do you want to take the banker's offer of $800,000, or do you want to bank on your case being the million? And you bank on your case and it's fucking 10 cents. You're like, fuck. I'm such a fucking idiot. It's
dude,
that
I
thing.
Would throw a tantrum on TV.
Dude, I could never look anybody I know in the eye ever again after that.
Oh, you just know that's the first thing they think about when they see you. That's the first thing. Turned down $1 million.
That's the first thing that comes up in any conversation you have when you go back home. Like, you know, you turned down $800,000 for a case only worth 5 cents. Like, I didn't know that at the time. Hindsight's 2020, you fucking assholes.
Bro, what are you gonna do with your 10 cents? I heard you won big. Fuck you.
What, you're gonna get a gumball with that? Oh wait, you can't even afford that.
Bro, you could never win an argument after you do that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what the fucking argument's on. It just always would lead to you turned down $800,000 because of your fucking greed on a game show.
That's an instant KO.
There was a guy ready to write you a check for $800,000 and you told him no.
Bro, and how much you make a year again?
You make
50,000?
You make
what?
You make $30,000 working fast food and you turn down $800,000 For a 1 in 3 chance?
Oh my god.
Hey, don't be hating on 50 grand, dude. That's good. That's a good salary.
Dude, it is a good salary, but compared to fucking 800K.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
No.
I don't care if it's like, because I don't know if you remember this, the old days of Deal or No Deal, the cases went up to like 5 million. Like there was,
Did they?
yeah. Oh god, you can look at compilations of like highest earnings on Deal or No Deal. But anyway, the cases would go up to like 5 million. It's just insane amounts of money. And I always tell myself, you know, as soon as an offer hits like 6 digits, I'm cashing out. I don't care how early it is or how late it is. I'm not turning down 6 figures, even if my case does happen to turn out to be the 5 million.
Yeah, no shit. I think there was like special ones where they would have that large amount of money, but maybe that was every single old one.
Well, they also did specials. Like I think they did like a $10 million case at one point.
Yeah, but I definitely agree with you. As soon as you're getting 6 digits, you gotta cash out, because it's more than likely just gonna get worse than there, and you're probably just gonna see a bunch of embarrassment for the rest of your life. So I feel like you're gonna get embarrassment either way. You're gonna be that guy that either sold out early at the first like good amount of money he got offered, or the dude that lost all the good amount of money he was offered by not accepting it. So it's a lose-lose situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what after you going back to the girls part?
Oh
so,
boy. Dude, I could talk about shitty relationships all fucking day.
Yeah, I want to hear a little bit more, if you don't mind talking about it.
Yeah, was there something specific you had in mind?
No, I was just gonna ask, so after you figure out, like, after you get to step 3, and you're like, this is a full 180 of what I was thinking this girl was. God damn it, I'm a piece of shit. Why does this always happen to me? What do you do?
It's like I'm in an escape room. I gotta find a fucking out.
Uh-huh.
I gotta just do something or just make myself seem boring as shit. Because I always feel bad being somebody to break up with somebody. I always feel bad, so I try to make her break up with me.
Uh-huh.
Just like, oh, sweet release.
Yeah.
It's like having a Band-Aid that you want to rip off, but you can't rip it off. Somebody has to rip it off for you.
Yeah. Do you have like an instance where you had to go like above and beyond being like just boring as shit, or just trying to get them to break up with you? Like, what is something you remember doing?
So this was one of my more recent relationships late in college.
In Kansas? Oh.
No, college. No, I haven't dated anybody since I've been in Kansas.
Okay.
There's this girl, and I'm not going to say her name just in case. Yeah. But this is hands down.
We're talking about crazy girls here, so we
can't
say
this is hands down one of the most toxic relationships I have ever been in. And the point where I got to the point where it was, I need out, like now. We were in a phone call because she lived in a nearby town, and she was living there. She came to campus, and then she would go back home. Anyway, we were on the phone one night, and I gotta figure out how to tell this properly without like giving too much away. But we were in this phone call, right? It was going good and whatnot, just a standard phone call. And then at the end, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. And I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was like oh, okay, well, have a good night, whatnot. And I hang up, right? And then not 30 seconds later, I get a Snapchat from her saying, why the hell did you hang up on me?
What?
Yeah, and she goes,
no way.
Dude, I shit you not. I am not making this up. I wish I would have screenshotted these messages on Snapchat. And she just starts going off on Snapchat, like, oh, you don't even love me. Oh, why are you like this? You're the toxic one, not me. And I'm like, why are you freaking out? I thought we were done talking. Like, this sounds incredibly fake, but I shit you not, it was real. It was like a 30-minute argument where she was just seemingly ready to throw hands because she thought I hung up on her when I thought we were hopping off, you know? And she would not let it go. I'm like, why are we arguing about this? This is petty. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry if I misunderstood or whatever. And she was like, it's fine, whatever. I guess I'm the only one trying in this relationship. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? And it didn't end. It didn't end after that night. Because the next morning, when I hit her up with just a simple good morning, have a good day, I'll see you on campus later, it was just those simple one-word responses like K or just a simple thumbs up emoji. I'm like, oh God, what's wrong? So I try to tell her, like, what's wrong? And she would just play the game. And I hate that. That's a whole other topic on its own.
Do that. I didn't know people did that.
Oh, people still do that. The you should know kind of thing. But anyways, I finally get her to talk, like, hey, why are you mad at me? Like, what's going on? You're definitely mad at me, even though you say you're not. And she said, well, you hung up on me last night.
Oh my God, we're fucking done with that.
Oh my God. As soon as she brought that up, I was like, we're still on this? We're still doing this? And oh my God. And then when she brought it up that next day, I was like, I need out. I have to get out. But I was afraid to like outright say, I don't want to see you anymore. I think we should see other people, whatnot. Oh, yeah. I was afraid because I genuinely thought she might stab me.
Bro, you're playing with a fucking wildfire
like,
at that moment.
Because building up to it, there were other like small petty things in the relationship that would just get her so worked up. Like she definitely had anger issues of some kind. A very toxic, clingy person. Like she got mad at me for saying I'm gonna hop in a Discord call and play some games with my friends online. This is when we did those Gmod videos that I have on that channel. The same day those were recorded, I said I'm gonna hop in a Discord call with my friends and play some video games. And she got mad at me. It's like, wow, you care more about hanging out with your friends online than you do talking to me. Like so that was happening earlier. It was just shit like that. The relationship only lasted like 2 months, but is that, oh my God, the hang up shit. That was like, I need out. I'm done. I can't. Everything started falling apart. Like, I don't know why it took me so long. I need out. So I just started like giving her a taste of her own medicine, I guess, with the one-word responses, like just making myself seem genuinely disinterested because I was.
That, bro.
And she was getting super pissed at me. And then I finally just bit the bullet when she asked, like, why are you ghosting me? Don't you love me? I'm like, no, not really. And it just kind of played itself out from there. But my God.
Dude, and the thing is, that's probably like a small problem to her.
It was
just like escalated.
Everything that escalated and just to a full-on fight was the most petty shit. Yep. Like me saying, I'm gonna go hang out with friends, or all right, I'm going to bed, I'm gonna hang up now. And it was always petty. We never got into a full-on argument over anything big because we didn't really get to that point. It was always just super tiny petty shit that should be okay, haha, sorry. But she would just blow everything up. And she would never let it go.
Heated.
What?
Are you getting heated right now?
Yes, because it's so annoying. Like, how are you that person who gets so pissed off at the most petty things that should just be okay, simple misunderstanding, let's move on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is a podcast about dating problems in the real world.
My God, dude. Thankfully
Josh edition.
Oh God. Thankfully this is that was the only relationship I had that was that toxic. All the other girls were just kind of boring. or whatever. They all have their own reasons. Some of them are my fault. Some of them are not. But that one, I was like,
okay.
I have to leave. Like, I felt like I was in some kind of psychological horror movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta be after you figure out. Oh shit, this one's got the crazy.
Like, yeah.
You're
Oh my
walking on
God.
thin ice.
She
of
had
how you
the
get out.
she had the crazy. She might stab me on campus if I do this wrong. I was like, oh shit. Does she remember where my classes were? Like, is she gonna make a fucking scene somewhere?
God forbid she makes a scene.
She knows where my fucking dorm is. Is she gonna like fucking stab me?
You just had to make sure your dorm room was locked every night.
Yeah, well, it was always locked anyways, but I was just worried. I don't know, dude. I was paranoid about that shit. Like, this girl is genuinely batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Which is weird because when we were just talking at first and we first met, everything was fine. Everything was great. It's like that. It's that 3-step process, man, that I keep telling you about.
Yeah. Bro, we'll get back to this. I want to go on a tangent. Speaking of being normal at the start and changing, we finished Doki Doki last night.
Oh yeah.
It was actually a pretty good game. I don't know how I really got into it. I just don't know how, but I did. And
It's a good game,
it was
dude.
really entertaining.
Who'd you play it with?
I played it with 3 of my other teammates.
Oh, okay. Just in your
And-
guys' house?
Yeah, and what we did was we all picked a character and we had to like voice act them.
Okay. Who'd you
It
have?
just I had Yuri.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I felt pretty good with her. We hated fucking Monica. That was Harry.
It was Monica.
Yeah, Harry was Monica. But
Who
yeah, I
did
think it just added what?
The first playthrough, when you guys go through before Sayori kills herself.
That shit took forever, bro.
No, who did you guys try to romance?
Oh, dude, we first picked Sayori,
Okay.
and then we halfway switched to Yuri.
Oh, you guys went that emo route.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so now I gotta throw you on the spot. Because this question is always asked to anybody who finishes Doki Doki. And the question is, if you were like in the game, who would you personally try to go for?
Okay.
Not knowing like the horror aspect of it, just knowing the girl's personality. If it was just a normal school, who would you go for? Who would you try to romance?
Sayori.
Okay.
Yeah. She seemed the most chill out of everybody. Like we'd already been friends for a while.
Sayori's a pretty
But
safe pick.
If I got to pick out of the 3,
4.
it would the 3 that were in the club, not Sayori.
Oh, the other 3.
Probably Monica.
Okay.
She's a babe though.
Yeah, Monica. Monica has them thighs though.
If you pick Natsuki, bro, you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
Don't even.
I mean, I always felt bad for. I was a Sayori girl the first time I played it, but when I watched somebody play it and they were like going down the Natsuki route, I was like, oh, I just feel bad for her.
Yeah, we
Like,
did that after.
Natsuki's route is so sad.
Her parents just beat her.
Yeah, she's abused and starved
Yeah.
and shit. Like that, like they all had their own kind of thing. Like Sayori's depressed and suicidal. Natsuki's abused. Yuri is just batshit crazy and cuts. And Monica's a fucking robot.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Monica, literally, yeah. But I just pray for people that pick Natsuki on the first run. You need some help.
Yeah,
Because that she's like a 12-year-old, bro.
I like how if you look at like I don't remember where this is posted. It's like on the wiki or something, but apparently all the girls' ages are 18, just so the game devs wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah. There's yeah.
I hate that. That plays onto a bigger issue that I have with anime as a whole.
Yep.
Is the fucking lolly girls.
Yep.
Girls who are definitely look like they're fucking 12, but the writers are
but
like
trust me.
the writers are like she's 18, bro, or she's like really old. Like I'm gonna draw on Fire Emblem 3 Houses with Flane. Like
Yeah.
Flane is absolutely 12, but in the game's lore, she's actually like a few thousand years old. So it's fine, I guess. That's
just the easy way out.
They do,
it never dies.
It's not like exclusive to Fire Emblem. It's just anime in general. They always fucking do this.
Yeah.
But oh my god, and it's not new to Fire Emblem either. There's do you have a browser open?
Yes, I do.
Look up Nowi, Nowi from Fire Emblem Awakening, Robin's game, and you will see what I mean when it gets really just fucking wrong. Like,
Oh no.
yeah, you see it?
What the fuck?
Yeah. She's definitely like 9.
Yeah, this is not okay.
She's dressed like a fucking slut. But the game is like, oh, she's like 5,000 years old because she's a dragon.
Imagine
and they just age,
character.
and they just age really slowly.
Dude, and I know there's just some old ass guys out there, like middle-aged dudes, that just like are sexualizing the shit out of her.
Oh my god. And okay, one more Fire Emblem character for you to look at that also does this. Look up
Oh no! Oh, this is not okay.
What'd you find?
I'm sending you a picture.
On Discord?
Yeah, I'll just send it on Snapchat.
Okay. But anyway, I fucking hate that about anime. That's why it's so hard for me to get into anime, dude. Just
No,
cuz and they do it in the fucking game Genshin Impact.
Uh-huh.
I can't stand that. I've said it a million times to people, but people who play Genshin Impact unironically are fucking pedophiles.
Yeah. Oh no.
What the fuck? Oh, god damn it. Somebody drew that. Somebody drew that. That's what's fucked up about this. Not that they're sexualizing a girl who looks like she's 9, which is a problem in on itself, that she even exists, but some dude fucking drew that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, this just makes me lose faith in humanity. God damn it.
Fucking why are anime developers always just so fucking horny?
Dude. Why? Yeah, like I said, imagine pitching this idea. Like, you have to come up with a character for a game, and you're that one motherfucker that makes the 9-year-old in pretty much lingerie as a character.
No, I've told you before, Carson, that we're gonna play through Fire Emblem Fates when you get into the off season. Uh-huh. You will see when sexualization goes too far.
Oh, yeah.
And okay. I've told you before that Fire Emblem Fates has a nickname of Incest Emblem.
Wait, say that one more time.
I've told you this before, but Fire Emblem Fates has a nickname among the community of Incest Emblem.
Because
you'll see.
It has incest, yeah.
Yep.
With fucking 9-year-old.
With your 9-year-old half sister. Or your teenage cousin.
God damn it.
You'll see it.
Why?
And then the game has like a bullshit excuse for making it like kind of okay in their S supports.
Yeah.
and it just falls flat on its ass. Like, I'll say this right now because it's not really a spoiler, but you have like the whole dilemma of the game is that you pick between your siblings by birth and the family that raised you, and your siblings by just association, I guess. And for your biological siblings, you can marry like your visibly 9-year-old little sister. And in the S support, the girl's name is Sakura, like the tree.
Uh-huh.
And when in her S support, she's like, oh, we don't have the same father. Like, we're not completely related. It's okay. And I'm like, you're still fucking half siblings. You share a mother.
I mean, shit, if you say so.
And what's even funnier is in the support, like, she has this like note in a bottle, and she's like, oh, my mother told me to break this bottle and read the message if I ever developed feelings for somebody that it was like that I felt wrong about. And so like the mother was like, break this if you want to fuck your brother. It's so fucking weird.
Do you know who Lindis is?
Yeah, I know Linda from Fire Emblem, right?
Is that? Yeah, I'm sending.
Girl with long
picture.
green hair.
This was I just looked up, Naui Fire Emblem, and I kept scrolling, and then this picture showed up.
But yeah, you'll see it when we play through Fates, just how weird the game fucking gets. But god damn it.
This is just on regular Google.
Somebody fucking drew that.
Yeah, and then they beat off to it.
I don't get.
There isn't enough nude Lindis pictures out there. I need to make my own.
Okay,
And
Lynn is definitely a teenager, but oh my god, I hate life when I see this shit.
This is a fucking weeaboo, bro.
Oh my god. Like, and even like draw feet. Like, there's a lot of foot fetish in anime apparently, and I don't get that because feet are fucking gross as shit.
Bro, like all the pictures I'm seeing now are just like sexualized. They were like all okay, and then it just hit like a no turning back point.
Okay, the girl that I was just telling you about, Sakura, where she's like definitely 7. This is her. This is something somebody made.
Wait, did you put it on Discord?
Snap.
Oh, on Snapchat.
Oh, it's so fucking weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you can fuck that. And the game developers are like, this is normal.
Yeah, this is what normal people do, right?
Yeah, but when we play that game, we're gonna dog on the story so hard because it's so fucking bad. It's funny.
Fucking dunk on them, yeah.
Okay, spinning all the way back around to shitty relationships.
Yeah.
It's your turn. I want to hear your horrible relationship story because I know you have them. I know you fucking have them.
To be honest, I like look back at my relationships and like things I've had, and I'm just like embarrassed of myself. Like, I don't know how to fucking act in a relationship, nor did anyone like tell me what I was supposed to do, really.
No, nobody ever does. You just kind of learn it.
Yeah.
That's why the first relationship always sucks when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Because nobody fucking knows what to do.
Exactly, yeah. Dude, I don't know.
Well,
I haven't had like a crazy girl. So I mean, I've had.
Yes, you have. You take that back right now. Yes,
How?
you have. You have dated crazy. You know exactly who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but I don't. There wasn't really a time in that was like. I mean, crazy at the time. Like, there would be times where I'd show up to the school and, I remember I actually remember telling you this about that. Is that it was like pretty much a light switch, bro. Some days it was just on, some days it was off. And when it was off, bro, I would like no attention would be given my way. Like I'd walk by this person in the halls and wouldn't even look at me. Like blatantly just look the other way. And then like the next day, it would be the complete opposite. So it's like I was just getting toyed with. And then it ended up, I don't even remember how it ended exactly. But it ended because I did something that was fucked up, I guess. And then she had to end it with me. And I was like so sad about it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm glad you've never been through some of the crazy shit I've been through.
no,
I'll take one for the team any day.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for taking one. But I mean, I guess I got a story about some girl that was like trying to force me to get to take a picture with her after one of the basketball games.
Okay.
And well, I'm not going to say what school she was from or where she was from, but it was an OA school. She was like I'm not dogging on big people at all. It's just not really my type. But she I was just talking to her because I'm a piece of shit and I just like to entertain myself. So just throwing that out there.
At least I'm not an asshole.
What?
Is that at least I'm not an asshole? I get the shitty relationships, but at least I'm not an asshole.
Yeah, no, I was a complete asshole. Still pretty much am. Not really trying to change it all. But
At least you're honest.
Yeah. At least I can accept I'm an asshole. But so I pretty much was just talking to this girl just for entertainment, which is really shitty. I don't even like saying that, but it was true. And I think we played at home first, and she drove the whole way to come and see me. Oh my god, bro, I'm such an asshole. So the game started.
Coming back.
The game. So you know how we had stands under the baskets?
Yeah.
So there was like the student section side, and then there was the other side. So they were sitting on like the other side, front row, like right behind that pad. And I remember she was just like staring at me the whole game. I did not like acknowledge her at all. Not even like during warm-ups when I was literally like a foot away from her at some points. Nothing. And
hey,
so
to be fair, you got to stay in the zone in warm-ups.
That's true, but I was not in the zone. I knew she was looking at me, and it was like I was just thinking about it. Like, don't look at her. Don't do this. Just act like you don't know she's there. But she knew I knew she was there. There's so stupid. But the game like finishes and she like sends me this text in the locker room. I didn't open it. And you know, you can leave the locker room to go straight outside. You don't have to go back in the gym.
Yeah.
So I just left out there, didn't open her Snapchat for the whole night. And woke up the next morning and she was like, her text said like, I'm waiting for you to come out. Just let me know when you're done. Like, take your time. And then it just got like pissed at me because I wasn't coming out. I never did come out because I was already at my house.
Oh my god. Dude, you do that. To be fair, you do that to everybody.
I know.
You do that to me. I'll send you a text and you won't open it for like 18 hours. I'm like, cool, bro. I just wanted to send a meme.
But those ones aren't like intentional.
Yeah, because it's a force of habit for you.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional.
Fucking asshole.
But with that situation, it definitely was.
Yeah.
And so that keeps going, and I like somehow mend it with her without like, I guess, I mend it with her. I don't know how. I don't know if I put in a ton of effort too. I don't even know why I was. Like
There
trying
is
to mend it with her?
there's
What?
never an easy way to like escape a crazy girl.
Yeah.
Like like the only like safe way, quote unquote, is just to straight up ghost her.
Yeah.
Because if you try to play it off and be like nice about it, it only gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
even a message that is just like, hey, I have interest in other people, or hey, I don't like see you the same way you see me. It just doesn't compute with them. They just see that you're messaging them, and they start telling all the friends like, oh, he's texting me all the time.
Yep.
There's no easy way to do it outside of ghosting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up, but
It is.
when the
It's very
girl's
fucked up.
batshit crazy and won't listen to reason, there is no other choice.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. But uh, the story continues.
Oh boy.
So I keep texting her. We go to their place, and I wasn't even like, I don't even think I was sexually talking to this girl. Like I was just like talking, whatever. And she just brings up, yo, during the JV game, let's go fuck. And I'm like, no. Or I didn't even know what to say. I think I was like, haha, maybe. I don't even know.
What the fuck?
I was like so caught off guard that she just randomly said this to me. And I was like,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
there's probably 0% chance of that ever even happening with anybody. And I don't know how to say no, so I was like, ha ha ha, maybe. Well, I guess. I don't know.
Oh god,
And
you
so,
entertained it. You made the mistake.
no, I entertained it. Because I literally didn't know how to say no to people. And so we get to the game, and she, well, well, the thing I was doing at the time, you remember, you know the game Cat Mario?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So that we found out Cat Mario that that day, and my excuse for not going out and like seeing her, talking to her before the game was, oh, I was playing Cat Mario.
Bruh,
Sorry.
yes.
I got caught up playing Cat Mario is what I said. And so then oh, I left out a big part. Sorry to go back. This is the night before. She texted me and she was like, yo, you should let me wear your jersey, your away jersey or home jersey for the game today. And
People don't do that in the regular season. That's like a
and I was like,
playoff thing.
yeah. And so me not being able to say no, I was like, haha, yeah, I'll bring it. And let me add that my jersey, like the jerseys we got my senior year, were tight on me. And there is no way this girl was going to be able to get my jersey on her.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Oh my god.
so she immediately asked that, and I was like, I mean, I guess you can. Sure. And so fast forward again, I ghosted her during the game. Didn't even bring my extra jersey because I knew it wasn't even gonna fit.
No, and people would call you out in the locker like, yo, why the fuck you bring your home jersey?
I know. Dude, I would get roasted the fuck out of. Like it I feel like if anyone were to wear my jersey from another school, if I wasn't like straight up dating them, I'd get made fun of.
Yes.
And yeah.
People would
And
make fun
so
of you for it anyways.
yeah.
It's just
Literally.
it's just the guy thing.
It's weird.
You you were fucked either way.
I know. And so she really wanted to take a picture after the game, and I was like, okay, yeah, we can take a picture. I'm done being an asshole for once. We'll just take a picture. I'll reap the embarrassment and it'll be fine. So the game gets over. I don't really know what the outcome of it was, but I wasn't like upset at all. I completely forgot about this person at this point. And so I walk out of the locker room and I'm just like standing there just chilling. And I just feel two eyes just staring at me from a distance. And I'm like, who's staring at me? What is this? And I meet eyes with her. Like we stare at each other for a good like felt like 5 long seconds. And instead of walking up to her, like she takes one step towards me, and I just turn and walk out the door.
Oh my god.
And then as soon as I get on the bus, I just get texts like, "You're an asshole. You're this. You're that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And then we stop talking forever.
All for the best.
Yeah, but
All over the bed.
I mean, I don't really have a crazy girl story. That was just me being an asshole to someone that was pretty innocent. So there we go.
Yeah. Now
the 5 people that watch this podcast will know I'm an asshole.
I think the last one actually got 9. Thank you very much.
Oh wow. The 9 people that watch this, you know a little bit more about me.
Hey, it's growing.
So, it's growing. Your channel is?
Kind of. We got a 3rd subscriber. I got to do a 3 subscriber special. Yeah, the last podcast had 9 views. Pretty good.
That's awesome. Proud of you, man.
Unfortunately, our podcast where we talked about Instagram followers, it only has 1 view. And I was really, because that was a good podcast.
That was a very good podcast.
That was a good one. It's only
that one was funny.
And the one before that, episode 10, has 10 views actually, where I talk about you being put down for being a Dream stan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I wonder if you just putting Dream in the title, like baited some viewers.
But the weird thing is, if you were to total up the last 2 podcasts that I did alone, they episodes 12 and 10, the last 2 that I did alone, they total 19 views. And the last 2 podcasts that you and I did, they
don't even say it.
They total 3 views.
Fuck me, dude.
Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I'm not even gonna say this stat. It'll hurt you.
Say it.
All 3 So we've done 1, 2, 3 podcasts together.
Yeah.
They total 4 views.
That's so sad. And I'm probably
my most recent podcast has 3 times as many views as all the episodes you and I have done together combined.
That's because we got it.
And they're always the best ones. No, the podcasts that you and I do together are always the fucking funniest. Like, they're hands down the best. And YouTube's just like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, we don't like funny things. But I think that the ones you do on your own are more informative.
They are, because it's hard for me to do comedy when I have nobody to bounce anything off.
It's true.
I should do a podcast where it's exactly 1 hour, but at one point in the podcast, I just say penis, and then the rest is just silent. Like, the whole podcast is just nothing. There's like the intro music and the outro music, and then besides that, it's just silent. Except for one part in the random podcast where I just say penis. And then it's just like, if you're real, you'll put the timestamp where it said penis in the comments. If you're a real one.
I could see that.
Another thing that I genuinely want to try is just record nothing. Like, just mute my mic, hit record, and then set it to a black image, and then upload it to YouTube and just call it absolutely nothing, and just see how well it does. Just watch it become my most popular video.
Yeah.
Like,
would you be upset
I
If
would.
it popped
Well,
off.
first I would laugh my ass off, and then secondly I'd be like, shit, I'm never gonna live that down because everybody's like,
Yeah.
you know, the most popular video on your channel is literally nothing, right?
Yep.
So I'm kind of afraid to because I know it would turn into my best video.
Yeah, like where do you go from this? Like,
Like it just gets like a million views. I think I'd have to just delete my channel.
yeah.
Like just retire from YouTube at that
Yeah.
point.
Welcome to the JoshCast, guys. Penis.
Oh my god.
All right, thanks for watching.
Yeah, penis.
Yeah, penis.
We're a pro penis podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Nothing but pure masculinity.
Nothing but sausage party here.
For real. Like, it's not gay if it's with the bros.
Yes.
That's
Those straight facts.
I should just title every video that it's not gay if it's with the bros.
It's gay without the bros.
Yeah, it's gay. Straight sex is gay. But if you got the
'cause there's no
homies
bros
there,
involved.
even if the homies are off doing their own thing, as long as they're in the room, it's not gay.
Dude. I got a story, or like a story I heard from someone
Okay.
that I could talk about. I don't understand like some dudes, like some friendships.
Okay.
So there was this instance, I don't think it was someone on my team. I think it was someone on my team's friend from I don't know when. But they were talking to me about how there was this sex tape
Oh
of
no.
someone just doing a girl, and their cousin of like the same age
Mm-hmm.
was filming it for the dude that was fucking the girl.
What? What? So
Yes.
wait, this dude reaches out to his cousin and be like, "Hey, I want to make a sex tape with my girl. Can you film it?"
Yes.
Oh my god.
And he agreed to it. And
What
I'm
the
guessing,
fuck?
like it was more than like a one-time thing, maybe. But like,
Dude,
I just don't understand how people
Do
get
people
to
not
that.
believe in tripods anymore?
Yeah, I don't know.
Literally just get a camera stand or lean your phone up against something.
Yeah.
What, did they have like a film shoot where like, okay, we need these angles, we need you to get up close here.
Yeah.
Have you seen the sex tape?
No. I just
Okay.
heard about it.
Because
And-
if you see the sex tape and it's literally just somebody just standing there holding a camera, like, why'd you bring your cousin into this? You could literally just get
what the
a stand and set it up. You're the dumbest fucking person alive.
Yeah. So either his cousin wanted to actually be there and watch it, or he was actually putting in the work and getting those angles.
Either way, it's fucked up. It's fucking weird.
It is super messed up.
Like, if I was talking to, like, Martin about,
Yeah.
like, a relationship, I'm like, man, Martin, I'm dating this girl, and she's, like, really crazy in bed. Like, the sex is amazing. And Martin was
Dude,
like...
you gotta see this
If
shit.
if Martin was like, yo, can I like watch it? Can I like tune in? Next time I'd be like, what the fuck? Hell fucking no.
No. Yo, Martin, this girl's mad crazy in bed. You gotta see this shit.
I guarantee you that's probably how it started. Like, this girl's freaky in bed, dude. You have to see this.
You have
And then
to,
they
the
just
dude-
use the sex tape as like to make it okay with the girl. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, I want to make a sex tape and I got somebody to film it. Is that cool? She's like, yeah, okay. But
Who is it, might I ask? Oh, it's my
it's my cousin.
cousin. You're what?
You're
Your
fucking
cousin?
what? That seems kind of weird.
But I mean, okay.
I'm glad I'm not that weird.
Yeah.
I
don't
think-
even-
I think I've said this before on the podcast. I know I've said this to you before. I don't know if it was on the podcast or not, but anytime I get out of one of these like really shitty relationships where I'm like, God damn it, that sucks. I always go on Reddit and just look at like super cringy relationship attempts of like people with no social skills trying to ask a girl out and it being really uncomfortable and cringy. And I immediately feel better when I watch it. It's like, at least
what is the topic you look up on Reddit?
I just look, I don't even remember. It's always
Bad
just like, I always,
stories
no,
or what?
I just go on YouTube and just search like relationship cringe or asking a girl out fails. And usually like there will be like the Google page, right? Because sometimes I'll just search it on Google because that's how I usually find stuff on Reddit is I'll just Google it instead of going to Reddit and searching it. So it'll just take me to a specific link through Google. So I can't remember like the specific subreddits I would go to. I would just Google it and it would always make me feel better. It would like, this is horrible. Like there's some stories that people post or show like text messages that somebody screenshotted or videos that they took. And I'm like, I can't finish this. This is horrible. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I feel better. I feel way better.
Feel better about my,
Because it could always be way fucking worse.
The sad thing is, yes, there's always a story that tops your worst story.
This is
Someone
gonna
out there has went through it.
this is gonna make me sound arrogant, but I know I have game. I know I have game. I just need the right audience. I need the right girl to listen.
Well, you know, confidence is good.
Yeah, I fucking
People
taught
like
you
that
all your
shit.
shit, Carson. Don't even fucking lie.
You tolerate all my shit.
No, I taught you all your shit.
Nobody taught me nothing.
But no, like I don't know how else to say that. Like I'm confident in myself. I know. I just need to find the right person who will break the curse.
Oh, you know that girl's already in a relationship, bro.
Well, cool. Because when she finally
That
rolls
nigga's getting
around,
fucked by Chad every night.
oh fuck that. If she has a high body count, I ain't touching that. We talked about that in the last episode we did together.
Yeah.
Like I don't care how fucking pretty you are. If you have a body count that takes more than one hand for me to count, you're fucking belonging to the streets. Be gone, thought.
Oh god.
I'm glad we transitioned to that because there's a follow-up that
Oh, is there?
yeah. So the last one we did together, the 2,000 followers one, I mentioned that there was a girl on the softball team that at the school you play for, Carson,
Yes.
who I thought was really cute. I was gonna hit her up. I was gonna follow her. I was gonna hit her up. So she accepts my follow request on Instagram, and she doesn't follow me back, which is all right. That's whatever. I don't need that. I can work with that.
You don't
But
need that.
I
in the game.
like I don't need like it all laid out on a silver platter. Like I want a little bit of a challenge, you know. But anyway, I start looking through her account, and she fucking has a boyfriend.
God
Yep.
damn it.
That's my first thought. I see like a whole bunch of pictures, like God fucking damn it,
Every time.
every goddamn time.
Where are all the good ones taken? Ugh.
And
I don't even, I don't
this
remember what her name was.
this isn't like specific to this girl. This is just like sometimes I'll go like check out people's Instagram so I like see in class or whatnot. Like, let's see if this person's talking to anybody, so I don't make a fool of myself if I talk to them. This happened a lot in college, but there was some times where the girl would have like a boyfriend at the time. I'd be like, oh, whatever, okay, it is what it is. And then I'd see like the pictures. I'd be like, that's who you go for? You're that hot and that's who you're settling with?
Yep.
This dude looks like a hot dog that was left in the microwave for 10 minutes.
Is that a We're gonna slow down for a second. Josh isn't racist. Let's just add that.
Wait,
in
how is that
there.
racist?
Yes.
How is that racist? That's not racist at all. Are you associating a race of people with hot dogs? I just meant they looked kind of fucked up.
You don't have to have.
I had to make an analogy.
10 minutes.
I had to make an analogy.
And you chose that.
It literally was improv. It just came off the top of my head.
All right, but yeah,
I'm an improv genius.
That just sounded hella racist.
Whatever.
Josh isn't racist.
Either way, pretty girl has a boyfriend and I look like an asshole.
Yeah.
Even though I said literally nothing. I knew
Pretty girl has a boyfriend.
I knew my thoughts in my head, and I God, I'm an asshole. I'm glad I never said anything out loud to people like about a specific person, but I'm like, why does my mind go there? Like, why does it immediately start throwing out analogies roasting some poor guy who's probably the coolest fucking dude ever?
Yeah. That's the thing.
Because that's happened also. Like, I make a friend in class with this cute girl, and she has a boyfriend who's also in the class, and then I get like grouped as like the ultimate third wheel on a project, and then like this has actually happened a couple times. It's not like a lot, it's happened like 2 times. But both times it's happened, I get third wheeled in a project, and I'm like, God damn it, this dude is fucking awesome.
God damn, he's so cool.
Kind of like, okay, she could definitely do a little better. And then I realized the guy is just a fucking Chad inside. I'm like, wow. Now I feel like even more of an asshole.
I have never had that happen to me.
It's a weird feeling. Like, it's not something that you feel bad about. Like, because you already accepted, like, oh, she has a boyfriend, move on. Whatever. But when you meet the guy and like really cool, like, well, now I just feel irrelevant. Like, how can I compete with this?
I was talking about getting put in a group as the ultimate third wheel. Like, did you have to go and meet outside of class with them somewhere?
No, none of these required that. They were usually just in like lab work or in class work.
Usually what mine do.
Oh my god, that would be so awkward.
Meet outside.
That'd be no, I've had lots of projects like that where you have to meet outside of lecture hours, but I've never had to do that as a third wheel.
Hey, you just want to come over to my house? We can do stuff for homework.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking awkward. Like, they're clear, like this never happened to me, but like the 2 people are just flirting and you're just like, ha ha, I'm here also. This is uncomfortable for me.
Can we get back to the project?
Oh no, I have gone through something kind of similar to this. It wasn't through this is my freshman year in college, right? And my roommate is a cool dude. Really weird though, and really annoying. But
cool dude, but really weird and really annoying.
No, but he was a chill dude. But anyway, there was this one day, it was a Saturday. Yeah. And he has this girl over and they are just making out in his bed. Like, they're just going at it, and I'm just like, I'm here also. This is uncomfortable. I have nowhere to go. What? I shit you not, it happened, and it happened multiple times. This girl would just come over, they would start making out in bed, just going at it. They never fucked while I was in the room, but you know, they'd be Frenching a little bit, and I'd be like, I am here. I am stuck here. I don't have anywhere to like go or do anything except like go for a walk, which is what I would usually do when I started feeling really uncomfortable. But there were times where it'd be like really rainy out or really shitty. We're like, I'm not going outside. Fuck that. I want to stay here where it's warm. Oh my god, it's really uncomfortable, and especially so because my bed, like the way it's like set up, it looks right at his bed.
Oh no.
So even if I would always like pull out my computer and like play games on it because I was using a laptop. And I would like play games or try to do something, but you would always like hear it. You would hear it. Like,
God damn it.
Like, oh my god, it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So yes, I have been in an ultimate third wheel situation against my will, especially when the weather's like, fuck you, you're staying in. Or I would like text some of my friends who like lived in the same resident hall as me. and they would be like, oh yeah, we went home for the weekend, sorry. Like, fuck, I can't even hide out in someone else's room.
Bro,
I can't even go downstairs and play pool because all the weird people are playing pool, and if I address any of them without first asking for their pronouns, they're gonna shank me.
God damn
Like
it,
I would,
bro,
like there were times where I would be genuinely trapped in my room with those two, and oh my god, I cringe every time I think about that. It's so uncomfortable.
dude,
Fuck third
you never
wheeling,
told
man.
me about that.
No, because
You
it's
just told
hard for me
he
to
was a
relive.
druggie.
Yes, he was. Oh yeah, I told you once that there was, I know I've told you this before, but I've never said it on the podcast. But yeah, this guy was a huge druggie. He'd always be going to these crazy parties and like doing drugs in the car in front of the res hall because you could like see through the windows and seeing them lighting shit.
Yeah.
And I never like called campus police because I didn't want to be a snitch because this guy was kind of ghetto and I didn't want to get like shot. But there was this one night where he was out and at like 3 a.m, it was super fucking early. Like there's these loud knockings on the door and it wakes me up and I look over and like, hey, can you get that? But no one answered. Like look about, oh, he's fucking out still. Fuck. Now I have to answer this. And I go to the door, I open it, and it's a fucking officer. Like it's a fucking cop. Just here at 3 a.m. and he's like, hey, is so-and-so here? I'm like, no, he's out. He's always out this time. And he's like, okay, well, can you give him this letter? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And like, is everything all right? And he's like, yeah, I don't need to worry about it. Just give him the letter for me, will you? Which I don't think was like proper for the officer to do, to hand me a letter, especially when I realized what it was. So I didn't open the letter because I didn't want to snoop. It's like, if there's an officer dropping something off, it's probably serious. I'm not gonna snoop. But he takes I put it on his desk, and in the morning because this was on a weekend and I always go out for breakfast on the campus at a certain time, and he was back. He was already up and like, hey man, officer showed up early this morning. He dropped off that letter for you. No idea what it is. Let's keep moving. And you're like, okay, thank you. I leave. I go to breakfast with friends. I come back to the room and he has the papers posted on his closet, like with a thumbtack. And I was like, oh, okay, well, if it's out in the open, I don't think he really cares too much. Yeah, I'm going to read it because it can't be too sensitive if he's putting it on his closet, just out in the open. And it was a fucking court order for possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute. I'm like, oh, cool. Damn. I'm roomed with a drug dealer.
Yeah, that's insane. How you don't get like caught up in that?
I did. I had an officer wake me up at 3 a.m.
Well, for them to not ask you about things, like maybe just for them to not assume you were.
Well, it's because he was already apparently, I guess, detained from it. Like he must have already gotten arrested and somebody must have posted his bail or something. I have no idea. I never asked him about it. I was always kind of scared to. But he had court orders. So obviously he got in trouble for it recently.
Yeah.
So they don't just so he had to have been caught. He had to have been. And he was just issued his court orders. Yeah, dude. And I remember like it was, I don't remember how much later it was, but he was like, there was one morning like he was like getting dressed for like court. He was like dressed up really nice, and I knew what it was. Oh. But I knew it was his court hearing, but I still asked, hey man, what's the occasion? What are you getting dressed up for? Is so-and-so meeting you or something? The girl. And he was like, no, I just have an appointment to get to. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, good luck, man. I fucking knew what it was. Yeah. I just wanted to see if he would, if I could get him to spill anything. He didn't. But like he was annoying. He was pretty sketchy. I'm not gonna lie, but he was a chill dude. I experienced just about every emotion living with him.
Yeah, dude, that's and then everyone talks about shitty roommates, and you got one of them for sure. And
then I lost my train of thought. Sorry. Oh yeah. I remember at the beginning of the year on moving day, actually, we were talking kind of about like high school experiences, and we were talking about sports because we both played basketball in high school. And he was like, "Oh, did you get any like team awards when you played?" I was like, "Yeah, my senior year, I was voted most inspirational, and I have the plaque for it." And he was like, "Oh, cool. I was voted most inspirational student for my graduating class in high school." And I was like, "Okay, this must be a pretty cool dude." And then later, coming full circle around when he's issued his court orders because he got arrested for controlled substance, I was like, this dude was voted most inspirational at his school for his class. What the fuck?
Something doesn't add up here.
I'm like, what fucking school did you go to?
Yeah.
What
shit.
the fuck?
But he could have just been lying.
No, he showed me a picture.
What the fuck?
It was him with, I don't remember who it was. It was some faculty member, but it was him holding up this big ol' standard printer piece of paper with the award printed on it. It was like a proper photo and everything. I'm like, oh yeah, this is legit. I'm like, when everything started coming full circle, and I realized that all this shit he was doing off campus and even on campus, I'm like, this dude got voted most inspirational for his class. What the hell?
I don't know.
And I was like,
maybe he was just that good of a drug dealer.
Like, I was like, I have to stay on this guy's good side. Like, I cannot wrong this dude because he has some really sketchy friends. Oh my god.
Oh my god. So
And
you got caught up. This is pretty much just recapping your college downfalls, kind of.
my college downfalls, dude. Fuck no, dude. I loved college. I had a blast.
No, I'm saying
I'm not
the struggles you went through.
Oh my god.
You had that toxic ass girl you talked to, I guess, for 2 months.
Everything
and
that
then you had your roommate.
Everything that I struggled with in college, it wasn't because of something that I set myself up for. I was a victim of circumstance that I was in against my will.
Yeah.
Like, I could not run from anything. Like, I stayed out of trouble, and I had great friends outside of classes and even in classes. But it's just everything that I didn't have a say in, like the college made us do.
Shitty.
I got fucked. Like, I got bent over and anally fucked. And I remember my sophomore year, because I still lived in the dorms all 4 years of university, just because it was cheaper than apartments off campus. Yeah. And I remember my sophomore year, we had an RA who he wasn't like an RA for our dorm. He was like one of the head RAs, like general, like he oversaw like all of like a group of buildings in a specific area. Like, I was living on South Campus at the time, and he was like the director of South Campus. And he was like, I can't remember this conversation because I was kind of internally laughing my ass off at him, but he was saying something along the lines of, "We hope you really like your roommate because here at Central Washington, we have this like program that you took this survey and we matched you up with roommates who we think you'd get along with." And
oh, do you?
I was like,
have that?
And I accidentally blurted out, "That's bullshit, man."
That's BS.
Like, that's bullshit. And he did. I don't think he heard me, but he. Oh my god, he was just going off. And there were definitely people who were like smiling, trying not to laugh. Like, yeah, we all got fucked with roommates. Like, yeah. Oh my god, like fuck you. Central's housing sucks. It is horrible. There are a whole bunch of idiots, and I told you, like, when my junior year, when we had the fire in our res hall, and like a whole bunch of items from my room just went missing.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Housing was like, "Oh, nothing we can do about it. Who cares?" So like, no, you fucking can do something about it, because everybody who had to go into that building after the fire had to like sign in. They had to like, because we weren't allowed. This is a whole other podcast on its own, but long story short, residents of the res hall were not allowed in after the fire. We were given 15 minutes the day of the fire after it was put out to get what we needed for what they said was 24 hours. And it ended up being 4 months before they let us back in. And housing was just like, we're doing the best we can. We're trying to keep everybody in the loop. And oh my God, people from North Hall, which was the name of the hall, we were livid.
Yeah.
Like, we were just cursing these fucking assholes out. Like, you guys have not told us anything. You told us 24 hours. You're not letting us back into the room, even though the building's been cleared by the fire chief. Like, there's no rhyme or reason behind what you fucking idiots are doing. And oh my God, it went on for 4 months. And then I finally go in, can get the rest of my stuff, and I find a bunch of shit is missing. And I'm like, cool. And there was another few months of war with housing, and they finally sent me a Visa gift card for like $900 to compensate it. And I was like,
Wait,
well,
how much money did you lose? Like, you lost your Switch with games.
I lost my Switch and my Fire Emblem Three Houses copy, but all my other Switch games were still there. But the Switch was gone. My 2DS was stolen, but none of the games for it was stolen. Not even its charger was taken. And I was just a few other things, but those two were the big things. And I lost all my quarters. I had like a jar of quarters that I had for laundry. That was gone.
Yeah.
And a few other things. I can't quite remember, but I think all in all, it totaled to like $1,000-ish of stuff that I lost, but I still got 900 back. And like the campus was like, oh, well, you can't prove that the items that you said were in your room missing were actually there in the first place. And I was like, yes, I can. I have photos. Here are the photos. Because I took photos of my room the night of the fire when I went back in. And then they never responded to it. Like, they never got back.
Of course.
But like, when I think about it more, I think that the items were just misplaced. I don't think they were stolen. Just because I did my own like investigation of whatnot, reviewing evidence, like talking to other people who are also wondering what the hell is going on. And there was like a cleaning company that went through the building to clean all our items of the smoke or whatever shit. And I think they were just misplaced because the items taken made no fucking sense. And so I think like they were all put it back into their box, in a box that they set, and then the box was just sent to the wrong room or something. But still, housing made everything just a pain in the ass. Yeah,
that would piss me off.
Fuck Central Washington housing. Like, it's a great school. I loved it, but the fucking housing department's just a fucking tumor. It's the tumor of campus. Fuck it.
Dude, my housing was actually pretty good. We had like our own rooms for our beds pretty much. And I mean, we also had a kitchen, which was
you're in a suite.
Nice.
You're in a suite.
Yeah, I was in a suite. But yeah, no, nothing ever bad really took place. Never got really fucked over. I mean, I didn't even have to pay. So when we got kicked out for COVID, had to go home. My dorm room was kind of like trashed. I'm not gonna say trashed, like, but there was definitely, it wasn't left the same way as it was like when we got it. Like, there was obviously some like damages to things, and there was like some stains on the couch, and I didn't have to pay anything to like clean it. They gave me back my like $400 security deposit. I think that's what it's for. Is like when you break things, they use that money at the start to then pay for it. I didn't have to pay anything.
Yeah, that's what a security deposit is.
Yeah. And so like, I didn't have to pay anything. We just left it kind of mid. And yeah, they were really chill about things. So I'm sorry you had to go through all that shit.
Yeah. Housing's ran by a bunch of fucking idiots at Central. And that whole just ordeal, like even into the summer when it was still going on, I was like, of all res halls this had to happen. It just had to be the one I was living in on that specific year. Just my luck.
Damn.
Ah,
COVID was 2 years ago.
yeah,
Oh,
crazy.
Wait. Yeah, it was 2 years ago. A long
Yeah,
time.
insane.
Oh.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, interesting episode today. About shitty
Lot to talk
relationships.
about. Yeah, we covered Josh got fucked over in college pretty much.
Josh
But
was,
he had a good time.
yeah, I had a great time.
Great time.
I should do a podcast just on my 4 years in college.
Yeah.
Just like run through everything.
No, that would be good. That would also be good for when you're older and you're like, I want to hear about my college days.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll listen to it.
Just for did you listen to the last episode, Carson?
Start. I got halfway through it, and then I think we got dropped off of our bus.
Oh, okay.
Or of the
So
bus.
yeah, so you heard me say that I want to start doing more sports stuff.
Yes, you talked about Central Sports. And
Yeah,
then
Central.
joining new football.
Yeah, joining the Lone Star Conference.
Yes.
Dude, I thought about covering Columbia Basin's basketball, but it's so late in
yeah.
the season and you're on your way out. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't be right.
I mean, I could.
You know
if
what? Maybe
wanted to.
I'll do playoffs. Maybe I'll do playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's streamed, because I'd have to watch it,
For sure.
so that way I can actually, deep dive it.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Like
watch.
Carson's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Did you see the story I posted on my
Yeah,
story
you're
in Spokane?
they're like, yeah, I'm a collegiate athlete, and then you airball. You break past a guy, you get a nice shot, and you just airball. You did that in your game. You did that in the game last night, like early on in the first half. You airballed.
Oh, dude, I'm
then you like
3
looked
games strong right now airballing.
Then you looked at the ref like, "Where's the foul?" Like you just had that kind of
There
look.
was no foul.
I even said to myself like, "Carson, get the fuck back on defense. That wasn't a foul."
I know. I was just like looking for anything.
You were
to
looking
be
for
able-
any out as to why you just airballed. I know that feeling. I was a basketball player too.
So embarrassed that I'm just like clawing at anything I can to make it okay.
Dude, that's another podcast we should do is go back and talk about our high school basketball days.
Yeah,
That's something that I really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I could I could make that a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, same. We could talk a long time about it. If you wanted to, I could cover my recap of like college career and like funny moments and like things that people might not know.
Well,
that
we
usually
can
go on.
Well, I thought about that actually this morning when I was
Oh, yeah?
when I was taking a shower. I was like, it was a shower thought, bro. I just realized that.
Ooh,
I was like,
we love shower thoughts.
because I was thinking about like, oh man, I wish I would have started the podcast earlier so I could cover Columbia Basin and then have that alongside Central with their sports. But I got into the podcast late, season already started. It wouldn't be right. It would feel out of place. And I was like, well, what if I just started like interviewing you? Like after, which gave me the idea of covering postseason, like covering that, and then I could bring you on and have you give your thoughts, like you just said, which kind of pieced everything together.
Yes.
But that was my idea, and so you say go and talk over your collegiate basketball experience. I was like, and then that just now gave me the thought of, well, I could do that as the interview idea that I had. I can interview you about your college experience.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And then we can do the same thing for our high school careers.
Yes.
And an idea that I also had is doing, this would have to be off season because it would be a really long episode, or it'd be split up into like multiple parts. But we do this thing where, because I'm 2 years older than you, I would start off and start talking about my freshman and sophomore years in high school. And then junior year, I would keep talking about my year, but now you would join in and start throwing in your piece while we go through my junior and senior year, your freshman and sophomore year. And then after my senior year is recapped, you keep going with your junior and senior year. So we just cover that whole 6-year time span.
Yeah. That's a great idea, actually.
Or now this just now popped into my head, but it could be like a 6-part podcast where it would be like the first part would be Josh's freshman year, then Josh's sophomore year, then Josh's junior and Carson's freshman, then Josh's senior and Carson's sophomore, then Carson's junior, then Carson's senior.
That is a very good idea.
Because there are so many stories.
Yes,
with that. So yeah, it'd probably be best to break it up and do like segments. That's a good idea. And it would be like interview format.
Yes, and I would also like to hear your freshman and sophomore stories again.
Yeah, just piece everything together. Like make a whole timeline of the bizarre and incredible journey that I went on through my fucking high school basketball journey that essentially turned me into somewhat of a legend.
Yep. Yeah.
And
I guess we could also incorporate some of the trash edits part of it.
Oh yeah, no, that would absolutely have to be on the timeline. Is your freshman year when you started doing trash edits?
Because that adds into your Hall of Fame run.
No, because it started with the C Squad highlight video. That's what started it all for you.
Against Northwest Christian.
Yep, against the Crusaders, where I had the legendary nut tap on me.
I don't know if I got that on film.
No, you didn't, thankfully. But dude,
I wish I did.
Dude, if the podcast was like if the podcast was like more well established, I would absolutely have Coach Daniels on the podcast to help recap.
Dude, I don't know if they would want to do that.
Oh, he absolutely would. You don't know Coach like I do.
Are you sure?
Like, yo, hey man, you want to come on this podcast where...
That's what I'm saying. It would have to have been more established.
Yeah. Where in previous episodes, we've talked about ratios of followers. We've talked about shitty dates and stuff.
This is normal shit.
You want to be a part of this?
We're talking about... we make a lot of sex jokes on the podcast.
Yeah, you want to be a part of it?
But the thing is, if I got Coach Daniels on, he would absolutely start roasting me.
Oh, yeah.
Like Coach Dan, this will be covered when we do the recap series, but there was one time where this was my sophomore year, so this is before your time, but we had a final game against Pullman, and I remember telling Coach, like, Coach, man, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I said it. I was like, Coach, man, I was really hoping we didn't get this extra game. And he was like, well, why not, Josh? And I was like, because I really wanted to end the season on a high note. And he was like, you don't think we can win? I'm like, I mean, we might, but it's Pullman, man. They're a fucking like 3A school. We're 2B. We are tiny. These guys in every way slaughter us. And he was like, okay, whatever. And then we go in and fucking kick their ass.
Yep.
Like, we mop the floor. And then at the team banquet, Coach comes up and he like addresses each individual player, and Coach Daniels calls me up and he calls me out and tells that whole story just in front of everybody, all our friends and family and whatnot.
Yep. I remember him bringing that up.
Like, oh my god.
Were you embarrassed?
Oh my god, I was red.
Yeah.
And I look over to the table where Coach A and Coach R were sitting, and they're just laughing their asses off. I'm like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
But yeah, that's just a taste of what's to come in this series. So yeah, we have to do that. I think that'll be a fun series.
Yes, I 100% agree. That would be a great thing to cover. Hopefully we'll get more than one view.
I think
on
that
the Carson and Josh podcast.
I think that talking about Central Washington athletics and Columbia Basin playoffs will be a good way to kind of expand to a different audience and kind of help the channel grow and bring them in.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's like I said before, I don't really.
Chads anyways.
It's like I said earlier, but I don't really have expectations for this channel or this podcast. I'm just doing it for the sake of having the memories there, something I can listen back to while trying to be entertaining at it. So I don't really care how big or how small it is, but yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. The JoshCast is doing really well. To what people it's being shown to. YouTube isn't showing it to hardly anybody, but what people are being shown it's getting views.
Yeah, Josh, I had my doubts, but you're doing great, man.
Yeah, I know.
I believe you from the start.
Yeah, so did I.
Fuck you.
Like, just sounding incredibly arrogant.
You arrogant piece of shit.
All right.
This channel gets blocked in Canada.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do that trash edit intro that I suggested to you?
Probably, yes.
With Kung Fu Panda, dude. That's fucking brilliant.
Yes. I just gotta get more film for a new trash edit. But yes, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, with that, I think we're at a good stopping point.
Awesome.
Carson, thanks for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me. It was an honor once again.
I can't wait for this podcast to get 1 view. Because every podcast you're on just doesn't do well.
Hey, what's up, Carson in the future? How's it going, man?
Yo, I'm gonna watch this too. What's up, Josh in the future? 2 views
what's up, Carson?
From the makers.
Oh, hey, Josh, how you doing, man? Just checking up on you. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, thanks. And Carson, watching this, I know you had to take like 1 week to make it this far in the podcast, and I know you have received like 3 Snapchats from me that you haven't opened. You should probably open those now. I'm definitely thinking like, why doesn't he care anymore? You know, I'm definitely feeling very self-conscious right now. So if you could open those for me and say, hey, thanks for reminding me on the podcast, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, Carson, I second that. You got to go do that shit. Be a good friend for
Future,
once.
Future Carson, stop being such a bitch.
Yeah. Future Carson, stop being a little bitch, bro.
Ignore that text that just came in. Ignore that text that just came in.
Ignore it. Work on yourself, homie.
God, if you actually get a text when you're listening to this exact part.
Dude, I'll freak out.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Carson?
Not really. Actually, yes. Last
the podcast ended. Ended it right as you said yes.
Fuck, damn it.
No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. It's still rolling.
You asshole. I wouldn't have put it past you.
It would have been a funny ending.
It would have. Yeah, I got something to talk about. We clinched a playoff berth, so your boys' team is going to our version of March Madness, and maybe,
congrats,
maybe tune
bro.
in to see us make a run. Yeah.
Do you think I'd get in trouble if I titled this podcast "Columbia Basin Men's Basketball is as trash as my previous relationships"?